This is your midweek sports update with me, Josh Whitman, and Peter Yaram. Today, we're going to be talking about our weekly NFL picks, the MLB offseason, and college basketball.
And we'll have special guest, our cameraman, come out from behind the camera, Robert Dietz, to talk here about being a student trainer.
Okay, so
NFL picks.
I
took the lead.
He took the lead after what, 5 weeks? Yeah, 5 weeks. The totals now.
Weeks.
Peter with 15 games correct.
Thank you.
And me with 14. Peter got 5 out of 5 last week. I got 3 out of 5.
No big deal.
So, games this week.
All right, give me the first one.
We got Steelers at Bengals.
Okay. Steelers, Bengals. Steelers just own the Bengals.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much simple. I'm going Steelers.
Well, Cincinnati's one of those teams where great one week, then lackluster the next.
Yeah.
The Steelers have always gotten it done under Ben Roethlisberger. I think they get it done again. Steelers over the Bengals.
All right, give me the second one.
We got Tom Brady's Patriots against Phillip Rivers' Chargers in San Diego.
At San Diego, that's a tough place to play for them. San Diego's very good this season. And Brady just coming off the loss against Green Bay.
Yes.
However, Patriots seem to never lose 2 in a row.
Right.
And Tom Brady and Gronkowski, even though they struggle against Green Bay, they are still, I believe, one of the best teams in the league. I got Patriots.
Well, I think that the Patriots with a healthy Rob Gronkowski are the best team in the AFC. I think they're better than the Broncos. So, saying that and believing that, I have to pick the Patriots to win. Next we got Baltimore at Miami.
Ooh, this is a tough one. Miami has been playing well, except against the Jets. They didn't really show everything that they got.
I mean, it's the Jets.
And they have, this is the season for them to start finally getting things done, I believe, because they just struggled throughout. I'm going to go with the Dolphins on this one.
See, they're very similar because 1 week they'll be good, 1 week they'll be average. I think the Dolphins play a lot better at home than they do on the road.
Yeah, agreed.
So I'm gonna go with the South Beachers, Miami. And fourth one we got the Seahawks flying east to Philly.
Ooh. Seahawks don't typically fare well in cold weather.
Right.
It's just fact.
Mm-hmm.
And, watching them play throughout the year and all the off-the-field issues that they have with everyone questioning their locker room and how players are out to hate Russell Wilson, they just don't have team chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
And, however, their defense has been unreal again this year. But the Eagles at home are very strong.
Okay.
And their run game, I think, dominates the Seahawks in this one because of the weather conditions. So I'm gonna go with the Eagles this one.
I'm gonna have to disagree. Well, Mark Sanchez has impressed me, and I'm sure a lot of people.
He's not a bad quarterback.
He's not a bad quarterback. It's the system. Honestly, it's
the players that are put
around him. Exactly. What in New York, he had like 3 offensive coordinators in 4 years.
Yeah.
You can't expect Tom Brady.
And he had no one to throw the ball to.
Exactly. I think this is right where the Seahawks caught fire en route to their Super Bowl run last year. So I see they're picking it up. They've won a couple in a row now. I think the Seahawks get it done.
Okay.
Final game, we got the 8-4 Colts against the 7-5 Cleveland Browns, baby.
Enough about Browns.
Yo.
Browns. The Browns. I think Johnny Manziel's the answer to them. Yet they don't believe it. So with them playing Hoyer, I don't see him as a good quarterback. He's not. He's not a starter.
Right.
Colts, Andrew Luck, and that run game is just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Luck, after Peyton and Brady are gone, he will dominate.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
After they're gone, he will absolutely dominate. With them in now, it's going to be hard to get some separation, but I'm going Colts on this one.
As Peter alluded to, Fox's Jay Glazer reporting that Brian Hoyer will start against the Colts, not Johnny Manziel, who went 5 of 8, bunch of yards, and a TD run from 10 yards out against the Bills. SCM, baby. I think the Colts are going to get it done. As much as I want the Browns to win, I think the Colts are just too much. The Browns have lost 3 starters on defense, and the Colts offense is prolific.
I would definitely agree.
All right, so college basketball is now in full swing after the early season tournaments have now wrapped up. So this week, the Big Ten ACC Challenge kicked off.
Yeah, I
And-
was watching the games last night. Syracuse at Michigan.
Yes.
Now, Syracuse, this is one of the few times in a while that they have not been ranked,
Uh-huh.
which is a shocker.
Mhm.
But they did not look very strong against Michigan at all.
Yeah, I could not watch the game, so I got an alert on my phone. It said they played them close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they
But,
did. I
Spike-
mean, that zone helps out.
Yeah.
No matter when you're playing, that zone
Yeah.
is just, in a way, it's kind of unfair because
Yeah.
they're just, like, once you get to the next level, I mean,
Mhm.
basically everyone on that team is going to go to the NBA.
Yeah.
But when you're on that next level, you're not playing zone anymore.
Right.
So why play it now? But that's
Spike Albright hit a 3. I don't know if you guys remember from 2 March Madness tournaments ago. He hit a big 3 last night. Louisville beat Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good matchup. Louisville dominated early.
Louisville is always a strong team.
Yeah.
And they have Montrezl Harrell
Yeah.
back again, who's
He's
just
a beast.
such a strong
He's a
force.
beast.
Yeah.
Straight up. But yeah, Rick Pitino teams always seem to get after
Mhm.
it, up and down, pressure the whole game. Ohio State boasts 3 very impressive freshmen. D'Angelo Russell, who's coached by Kevin Boyle in Montverde, Florida, for high school. He played pretty well. Then Miami, all of a sudden, they beat Florida in
Yeah,
Gainesville,
yeah.
and now they beat another ranked team in Illinois.
Miami has been pretty strong over the past couple of years since they had that NCAA run.
Yes, as a 2
With
seed.
Larson at their point guard.
Larkin,
Or
yeah.
Larkin, my bad, not Larson.
All good, all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they
Basketball's looking strong now.
they took a year off from the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Look like they'll be back this year.
And some smaller schools are actually really making names for themselves
Yeah.
this year. Like Butler just got ranked again. They're up to
Butler's,
23rd.
even if they're not ranked, they're always a solid.
They are
team.
solid, but with the loss of their coach going
Yeah,
to
Brad
the Celtics,
Stevens.
yeah. But basketball looks like it's going to be a lot of fun this year. And
Oh, man,
the
it's gonna be
main
great.
story, I would say, like we talked about last time,
Right.
was Kentucky
Yeah.
being how dominant they are. Do you think they can go undefeated this year?
Well, I haven't seen their schedule, so I can't really answer that question. But I feel like Kentucky's definitely the most talented team.
And they're basically 2 teams in one.
But below them, there's 10 to 12 teams that are solid, like very solid. Maybe not quite the NBA talent that Kentucky has, but they're very good.
Yeah. I mean, they have a legitimate shot to possibly go undefeated throughout the regular season,
Mhm.
given they do play really tough teams.
Right.
But I mean, they basically have 2 teams on their roster.
Yeah.
So you would have to have both of those teams be off on one night. I think
Right.
that's going to be hard to come
Well,
by.
the SEC in basketball is not the SEC in
Yeah,
football.
agreed.
It's quite the opposite.
Mhm.
So I feel like their conference schedule, unless they slip up, there shouldn't be any like mishaps there. I don't know the rest of their out of conference schedule, so we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we'll see how things go. All right, we're here with our very own cameraman, Robert Dietz, commonly referred to as Dietz. All right, Dietz, how are you?
I'm pretty good. How you guys doing?
You're doing well.
Doing well. All right, first question: what is it like being a student trainer?
It's definitely one of the better things I've done in high school. It's a lot of commitment. You spend a lot of hours here, especially for the later football games. Get back at like 10, 11 o'clock. But it's really a good experience. You really get a different view on all the soccer and the football and all the sports.
Awesome. And do you want to go into sports medicine, whether it be like a sports trainer or a physical therapist?
No, I also I was planning on going into college to do like lighting design on Broadway or TV or whatever.
Well,
it
that's
takes.
pretty
Cool, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And how did you get into being a student trainer? Like, what made you want to do it?
Well, my freshman, sophomore, and junior year, I did soccer and track, and then last year at the end of the year, she kind of asked me to stop by, and then she asked me if I wanted to do it, and I said, yeah, why not? It sounds like something pretty cool, and then now I'm in it full time, and it's taken up a big part of my life, but it's well worth it.
Cool.
You have a lot of good times.
And what would you say, like, your favorite part of doing it throughout the season is?
I'd probably say my favorite part is the different views on the game, because I'm used to watching the games through Raider Nation. We're all cheering and yelling and everything, and then once you start watching games as a student athletic trainer, you watch it differently. You don't watch for like the enjoyment. You watch for like injuries and seeing how people play and stuff.
So you get different views.
You
And
get
you
different
can't-
views from.
And you
from,
can't really yell.
You
as
can't
much
really
when
yell on the
there's me right
sidelines if you're
there.
standing right next to the
Yeah,
coach and the players.
right.
You can't be like, "Oh, you stink."
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
definitely a lot of fun.
All right, awesome. Good to have you, Deeds.
All right,
Sign
well,
the wall, sir.
all right.
Better just be Dietz. Yes.
There you
we
go, Robert
Thanks, guys.
Dietz making the wall.
All right.
Sweet.
First cameraman in Raider News history to ever write his name on the wall.
On the wall.
All right, so the MLB hot stove is burning up. Channeling my inner Jonas
getting
Brothers, it is burning up. It's getting hot in here.
Getting
Pretty
hot.
good. It
I'm
may
sweaty.
be December 3rd, but it is hot. So the big trade, the big move so far, the big splash has been the trade of Josh Donaldson from Oakland to Toronto for
And-
Brett Lowry and 2 prospects.
Mhm.
What is Billy Bean doing here?
I don't know. Now, Donaldson, I feel the move is because of money. Because he's going to be such a high
He's
paid
going to get paid.
person
He's
once
going to
he's a
get paid.
free agent, and they can't afford that.
No.
They can't. That's why they traded Cespedes. Because they won't be able to afford these guys down the road. And that's what hurts the league.
Moneyball.
Is that, yeah.
Moneyball.
But that's what hurts the league is that they're not all these teams are able to afford all these big name stars. So it kind of kills the talent in
Yeah,
some
it's
ways. But they
small.
always have, Oakland especially, they always have more guys coming
Yeah,
through.
it's small markets like Oakland, Cleveland, even Minnesota,
Tampa Bay,
You groom these guys all through the system.
and
You
Kansas
have-
City, maybe
and
into the
Kansas
World
City, yeah.
Series.
And you have them for 4 years, and then once they become like bona fide stars,
Mhm.
you can't afford them.
Yep.
And you have to start all
Yep.
over again.
And they kind of like outgrow the team itself.
Yeah. And Pablo Sandoval and Hanley Ramirez
Yep.
going to Boston.
hmm Those are the biggest names. Now,
Mhm.
that I was really shocked on Pablo going to the Sox.
Yeah, I thought he would stay in San Francisco.
I
Like,
know.
why
He's
not?
been playing so good there.
3 rings in
Yeah.
5 years. Like I don't know why
Like,
you'd leave.
I mean, obviously the money factor, but I mean, San Francisco can afford him.
Mhm.
They can afford guys like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's whatever your preference is. And Hanley,
He's good.
yeah.
He was originally drafted by Boston before he was traded to
And
Florida.
I believe he played maybe not a full season, but he at least played a little bit there
Yeah.
for his first time. But he
Yeah.
wasn't even considered a rookie.
No, yeah,
so.
he was traded in the Josh Beckett, Mike Lowell
Mhm.
deal.
Yep, over to the Marlins.
Yes,
But,
Florida Marlins, not
yeah.
the Miami Marlins.
But he's going to be playing left field now instead of
Yeah.
shortstop.
I think it'll make him prevent him from injuring himself a little bit, keep him healthy.
And also, I mean, that means that the Sox are probably going to keep Xander Bogaerts at
Yeah.
shortstop, which actually I think makes their team stronger.
And that also means that they're dumping Cespedes at some point. 'Cause
Maybe,
Cespedes
maybe.
played left.
I mean, they can convert him to right or center, though. I mean, he is pretty fast. He's a pretty athletic guy.
Hanley, honestly, I said this when Yoenis Cespedes was traded, but I guess he's not going to stay there. Most likely not.
Mhm.
So I think now Hanley Ramirez is going to lead the league in doubles next year. He's going to bang him off.
Bang
the,
him off the
bang him off the
monster.
Fenway all year. And Russell Martin going to Toronto.
Mhm.
The much improved AL East. The Yankees might be the.
We're
Yankees and the Rays.
looking like the weakest team right now.
The Yankees and the Rays are the weakest teams in
Yeah.
those divisions.
Mhm. Sadly, the Yankees haven't made any moves.
Mhm.
We're just okay. What we have A-Rod back.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
39-year-old A-Rod.
Yeah, I know. We're not looking too good for next year. This is not going to be a fun year for the
Yeah.
Yankees fans out there.
And Torrey Hunter going back to the Twins,
Mhm.
probably to retire there after a couple years with the
Yeah,
Angels.
I would think so.
He's
He's a very good player though,
Yeah.
and he's a class act.
He's
Everyone loves
very
him.
classy.
Everyone loves him. I love watching him play.
Mhm.
I mean, he's a good guy, and he makes wonderful catches.
Oh man, even now in his prime he was nasty, but even now
Mhm.
he's still got
Yep. So that wraps it up for this show. I'm Peter. This is Josh. We out.